negativeness.
Oh, I didn't even know you were live. I thought we were still. I thought we
just
were
went.
live.
Yo, everybody, what's going on?
Hello.
We got Charlie up
What's
here,
going
John
on?
Prospecting, Zach.
Hello, everybody.
What up?
Everybody.
Happy Sunday Fun Day, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Unlike me, you all know what I'm
Working.
doing.
Got
Yeah.
Charlie up in here. Alaskan Assassin was up in here.
Hello,
Autism Mary.
Shaz. Come on, John. You know you're enjoying your Sunday, making that
What's up?
Oh yeah.
making that boss money so he can enjoy that cruise just a little bit better on his private yacht.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got
Actually,
Octodonkey Prospecting up in here.
yeah. No comment on that one. I'm Saxon.
That's how it is, man. If you're working for someone else, you're living their dream, and you're
Oh
just
yeah.
chasing the check.
I
Hey,
know what
That's
you're.
what's
Yeah.
up.
I know what
I
you're
forget.
saying. Like my boss showed up the one time with a Ferrari, and he says, "If you guys work really hard all year and do a really good job, I can afford one next year."
Yeah.
Yeah. Must be nice.
And
My
I'll let you
cousin.
drive this one time.
Oh no.
My cousin just picked up two of his cars that he bought. He brought one to my brother's house for one of his daughter's birthday party. Found out that he bought two brand new 2024 Ferrari Romas. Romas, there you go. I mean, I don't know how much they are, but it's still a fucking Ferrari, you know?
Right.
Two of them. One
Well,
for him, one for his wife. Must be
if he has
nice.
if he has a boat, get him to take you out fishing sometime and make him good with his wife.
Right.
No comment on that one. We'll leave
So
it.
everybody that's knows real quick, the dirt that you guys are EPA pan out, the dirt itself is sourced from Nugget Lake, and all the gold that's going to be in this dirt was also dug last year at Nugget Lake.
Nice.
So John was probably there one of them days, huh?
Yeah, a few of them actually.
Yeah.
Wait,
Thanks for the
what's
gold.
that?
I got the big
Hey,
old jar.
hey,
Yeah,
you. Did you ever go through your stuff from this year when I met up with you there?
yeah. That gold is actually in this dirt.
Gotcha. How was your cleanup? Was your cleanup was probably better than mine.
I believe I got 0.47.
Damn.
For the
Yeah, you
cleanup.
did a hell of a lot better than me.
So we got Heath 30 in here. Crash
What up,
came
Keith?
in. Texas Donna came in. David Alfonsetti Art.
Hi, Donna.
Miller Prospecting here too.
Miller.
Marvin Huff. Shaz. What's up, Shaz? How you doing? Bud
I've been.
Files?
See, Shaz is a real celebrity, PA. Now you're
Yes,
attracting
she is.
people from the UK and everywhere.
Warrior, how you
Yes,
doing?
she is. Miller Prospecting. What's going on, Dylan?
What's going on, everybody?
Are you on
Cat
your lunch
Josh
today,
came
or are you
in.
done for the day?
I'm Zach.
He's
Can
on
you
his
tell what car I'm in today?
he's on his lunch. Rich,
Yeah,
A3 Sky Warrior, what's going on, brother?
this thing.
Brad Hayden.
I heard the
Yeah,
exhaust, and you got to take it out before the snow falls and it goes into hibernation for the winter.
you got that
Finders
right.
keepers.
I'm debating on the insurance. What I should do with the insurance? Should I put it in storage or should I tell them
Storage
just do
area.
fire and theft? I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Great to see everybody. I hope everybody's had a good weekend.
But yes, I am in that
So
car.
far, it's been pretty good for me.
Charlie was nice enough to get us a bag, get us a jar of pay dirt with 5 grams of gold in it. So let's start getting through it. Go through the bigs.
All right, hang on 1 second.
Yeah, there wasn't
Okay.
too many big stuff in there because like all that stuff was pre-classified down to like pretty much 1/8 inch. There might have been a few bigger pieces that like were in the panning tailings that were involved in the dirt that I had left over, but all of that's from like Nugget Lake.
And that's all sluice cons.
Yeah, sluice cons that I had gone through at one point in time and collected the dirt out of, or like the gold out of, so I could have it all weighed up and put in a vial. And I just hold on because when people need pay dirt bags, I'll just usually source the dirt from there because it's what I typically pan through.
Yep.
What's
Now
going
some
on,
That's what
Josh?
I've
Thanks
been
for
doing.
stopping in, brother.
it's a little bit more difficult to pan because there's a lot more black sand in this stuff.
Mhm. I can tell by the
There you
weight.
go, M. Jackson. Oh wait, you gotta see that.
Yeah, she's a garage queen.
But seeing is that it's also like the material that I've run through the sluice box once already
Can't even
and
see it though.
sluice. If you had run it through a cleanup sluice, it would actually be a lot easier to clean up the gold.
There you go. All right, hang on.
Hello, Aqua.
Aqua Donkey, what's going on, buddy? All right,
Hello.
PA. I was just stopping in here, getting my lunch. I'll see you all in a little bit. I'll be in chat.
All right,
All right,
brother.
but
All right, guys. See you all in a few. I need to so I could go live. Need to go live. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in chat. See you guys later.
all right, John.
Well, I see a pretty couple pretty big pieces already, Charlie.
Well, there are going to be some chunkier pieces in there. I mean, the spot that I was digging at, there's some pretty. That's why I've been trying to get people to come up for the birthday dig.
Hello, Brad Welch.
I might have
How does
found a
Brad
poker.
Welch not have a wrench?
Brad Welch. I don't remember seeing him in here before.
Brad Welch from
Yeah.
Australia?
Hmm.
Oh
Definitely,
shit!
John.
It's Monday. He's at work right now. You
It's
know
just
he's here. He's got a lot of free time at work.
typically
What's up, Brad?
my birthday falls on the same weekend as Freedom Fest, so
I heard there might be some changes this year. Not sure. That's not bad.
No, it's nice gold too.
no, yeah, like I said, there's some nice chunky bits that were coming out of that spot there. I mean, some of them didn't make it on video because I didn't want everybody to see exactly what I was finding, but there's a few choice here and there that I did put into videos. It's just
No,
when you
you
can see
post.
it in the sluice box, you got to show it. But when you go through the like cons and stuff at home, you're not always gonna like. I have some of them where you've seen it in the like the cleanup sluice in videos where you can see the bigger pieces sitting there when I'm cleaning it up.
Yeah, I
Right.
wouldn't. I wouldn't give out all my cards. Show them enough to keep them happy. Because the reality is, out of the actual gold community members, the people you talk to here and in chats, you probably won't have an issue for them. It's the guy that lives down the street for you that's learned who you were and watches your YouTube videos, knows where you're at, and he's like, oh, he's getting that. They're the ones that are going to go shark your spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
And don't think they're not lurking.
No, I know they are, because I've already come out there, and then there's like somebody that's like, yeah, I seen your video. I came out here. We're digging here today. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go down here.
Yeah.
What's up, Taz? Every time he's tried to do some videos this week for his rocks, he got called into work. Not a bad thing, brother. Christmas is coming.
What kind of
Today
third?
is today, and me and Mrs. Patriots anniversary, and we went out to dinner last night and did it up a little bit.
Nice.
I got her a nice mother's bracelet with all the birthstones on it.
Did you have somebody make it out of the gold that you panned?
Nah,
That's got to be next, PA.
ring or something.
Yeah, made from the gold that I panned in my man cave when you left me alone.
Van Fork, what's going on, brother? Kenneth Bird.
Ben Ford prospecting. TIS is an issue. Don't name the creek or show how to get to the spot. Your spot. Yeah.
No. What? Well,
Yeah.
you got the Google reverse lookup anymore. If you show any kind of terrain and people know how to use it, they'll find exactly where you're at.
Yeah. They can take images right from the video, throw it into Google search, and it'll tell them exactly where it's at.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can do the same thing. Like, I took a picture of this little glass bottle that Remy had dug up, but he had left it here. It's an old perfume bottle from the 1920s. It's worth about like $140, even with a little chip in it. But you can take pictures of stuff, and it'll tell you exactly where it came from, how much it's worth, like where you can find it. It can look up terrain. It can look up plants. It's crazy what you can do with like the Google search now.
Yeah. That's why if you are filming your location, you're in a good one. You just keep that direct creek, and the sky is your best option, because as soon as you show any terrain, they can find it.
Yep.
That's crazy. Your spot right out from underneath it.
Well, they had one a few years ago. This was a political one. Some group had a flag, a 24-hour live stream of a flag on a flagpole with lights on it and things like that. And another group, that they had a political rivalry like that. They had some kind of challenge. They're like, if you can find it, you can take it down, or some garbage like that. Well, anyway, this other group brought in somebody who was an astronomer type person, studies the stars and all that. They figured out the general location of this place by the placement of the stars at night. So then this other group had people drive around in that area honking the horn until they heard it in the video, and then they went in and did their thing and found it.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, I forget the exact context of it, but I know it was two opposing political sides, and they hunted that down and took it down.
That's crazy, man. Very smart thinking, though.
Well, the thing is with Google now, they have an app you can put on your phone where you can shine your phone up at the sky, and it'll highlight the installations that are there, that you might not be able to make out, but you can do it from inside of your house too. Just the different GPS, just working off of GPS, it'll show you the installations you're supposed to be working at. Google knows everything.
Do I need to say it?
Yeah,
Nah.
but see, it can do stuff
Google's the Fed.
that scares me, because like there's some people out there that would use that as like a means to do other things, and it's just not right either.
Go ahead.
They're giving too much power to people that shouldn't have it by
There's
doing things like.
nothing you can do about it, though. You can just relinquish yourself to the fact that you have all those same amounts of powers to use them how you want. You know, you can't stop somebody from finding out where you live. Just know that you can find out where they live just as easily, or where they work, or who their boss is, or who their spouse is. You have all the same power as anybody else does. The only difference is some people are more trained to use it than others. I like it when they don't fit in the bottle, PA.
Yeah.
Always a nice problem.
Nice little picker. There will be a couple of those in there. I know that much.
Shit.
Some pretty nice gold coming out of there,
Oh
Charlie.
yeah, that's why I've been trying. Like I said, that's why I've been trying to get people to come up there for my birthday dig. But it always falls on the Freedom Fest, and everybody goes to that. I know. Wisconsin's so far away, but I mean, if you're seeing what I'm showing you there.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't go to Freedom Fest.
It was a good time this year.
It's too cold.
I
Kelly
didn't get
Bill,
out
what's going on?
this year, but I had to work on other things.
Yeah,
Hi, Cass.
the costs of the things would be, not that I can't afford it, but I'm very financially minded. It's like, holy crap, I could order 20 times the amount of gold for that and do it in the comfort of my living room. So you gotta like the hangout and the people that are there.
Yeah. I got one of the projects that I'm working on over here sitting next to me. It's actually tall enough when it's standing up on its back that I can use it as like a little rest so I can actually lean down and look at the screen. I'm building a bigger rocker box. And I finally got the project back over here from the other place, so it's gonna have to finally get finished and ready to go. Because
Nice.
me, Elijah, and Wade from up in Wasaki over here have a competition going on with rocker boxes that I gotta get buttoned up.
What's that gold club called up there, Charlie?
That's the Wisconsin Michigan Prospectors Club up in Wasaki. It's actually at the Pike River Prospecting shop. Usually every third Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We typically have like an outing and then club meeting at the end. There's typically lunch creekside for when we're doing the outing, and then there's typically a dinner at the club when we have our club meeting. So if anybody's in the Wisconsin area and would like to come hang out with us on our club days, you can find us in Wasaki. They also do have a Facebook page, I believe, that announces like the club meetings and things like that.
Later, Atreus. How far is John R from you?
All right, great to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in.
So what do you think of that dirt you're going through there today?
Hello, Chef.
So far, it's just the bigs.
Oh, it's just the bigs you've got.
Yeah, I ain't got anything else yet.
You'll find really nice garnets in that stuff too.
Yeah, I said
Okay.
they're being a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
Getting around time for you guys to start going up in them mountains. Zach, you been doing anything?
Me?
Yeah.
I wanted to do something yesterday morning, but some dude screwed off my plans, and then it wound up turning into nothing. I was in a pretty foul mood yesterday and today, so I didn't do anything. My truck's ready to go, but I really need to do my yearly inspection on it. I try to give it one full blown inspection a year at least.
Some nice pieces.
Awesome, chef.
Chef V, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, Thanksgiving weekend we're invited to go back out with the other channel I usually go with. I don't know if I'll make that one or not. It'll be worth it. I'm just not sure if I can do it.
Right.
Hello, Freaking.
Free King, what's up, brother?
Hey, awesome. How you doing?
Thank you for sharing that out, brother. Jason E. Minor, what's going on, man?
Mary's trying to scare him about panning GP dirt. It's not hard.
No, it really isn't. Big thing is practice makes perfect. You just have to keep trying until you get it. And if you don't get that guaranteed amount, then keep trying until you do. This
Right?
best to learn.
Time and patience.
Big thing is just know that the water does the work for you. So don't try and throw your pan. Let the water run itself off, and it'll take the light material with it, and slowly take the black sands down, like PA's doing there, and then just repeat the process. Shake and release. Am I breaking up?
You're freezing every
It's here and
now and
there. Not too bad, though.
I think it might be my service. I got like two bars.
Dylan, good to see you, brother. Appreciate you stopping in, man.
then. Yeah, he must like you. Miller doesn't come to very many chats.
He's celebrity. Bill Miller for president, dude. Don't forget to vote, guys.
I voted.
Dylan needs all of our votes.
Tomcat says I usually go with the release then stroke. uh,
This is an awful lot of gold for the plus eighth, plus eighth inch.
What is that? A 1 gram can?
5 grand.
Nice.
I'm gonna bring James's.
Because like typically our classifier that we use at Nugget Lake, we go to 3/16, which is bigger, just a little bit bigger than 1/8 inch. But from what I seen, what Flower Gold and his crew of guys gotten out there, the last time they had gone out just south of where I had been digging, I'm switching my holes to 1/4 inch.
Really?
Yeah,
You're afraid you're missing some 1/4 inch stuff?
yeah. Because I've literally been pretty much taking the whole creek about 5 feet deep, about 12 feet wide, at about 12 feet at a time, classifying material and running it through the sluice, and then just dumping our large stuff behind us in the hole that we've already dug and working our way down the creek.
Well, when you get done, see if you can find somebody with a gold monster or an Equinox 800 to run over that 1/4 inch nugget. Should set one of those off.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that area, when the rains really hammer over there, they get some really heavy floods that go through there. Like the area where we're usually digging is like ankle deep with water. The flood damage we see is almost like above our head in the banks and stuff. So it's really ripping through there when the water comes down that way.
Nice.
But most
Nice
of
piece
this
of
stuff
wire
was
going there.
the south end of a S curve on the other side, where there would be a downward pressure from when the flood's coming through there, and it just dumped everything in that spot. I mean, in one 5-gallon bucket of material I ran the last time I was out there with the family, I got a 1/4 gram of gold out of one 5-gallon bucket. Right
Not
in
bad.
that. No, Heath, I'm not living there anymore. And some of that stone too, you might want to watch some of those clear, bigger pieces too, PA. It might be diamonds from Nugget Lake as well.
Yeah, I got them over here.
No, I'm saying like even that plus size that you got there would be like small diamonds and stuff in there as well. They tend to run
I'll
together.
have to run them through the sifter then.
Hello, Culver.
James Culver, what's up, brother?
Stuff Culver. Yeah, there's actually a lot that's going on in that area geology wise, because there's like been the glaciers that have hammered over that area as well, and even pre all that, it's also the edge of like the crater of a meteor impact in the same area.
Nice.
So
See,
it's
we got
Cement
cool stuff going on in geology there.
we got placer out here, but I think if you're actually trying to prospect for cash, the best money out here would be in the hard rock.
Oh yeah. No, I just more or less do the prospecting for a hobby. I just stockpile what I find, and then when I have enough to sell it for something, I'll do it, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. It's like I tell people, prospecting is a very interesting hobby. I'm sure when things change for me, I'll do some of that. Same with metal detecting, very interesting hobby. But right now in my configuration with the family, both of those are too time consuming for the reward. So I would rather spend my time off-roading, mine exploring when I am out, or shooting, or whatever I'm particularly doing that day. But more mobile hobbies that more of us can enjoy at the same time. Because if I buy myself a $1,000 metal detector, I'm either going out by myself or somebody else is sitting around doing nothing, or we're fighting over the metal detector.
Right.
Which makes it no fun for them because I hit harder.
Awesome, Donna. Awesome, Donna. Donna got some
What's
Dawn
up,
and Jet
Remy?
Dry. Going to try and pan Outlaw's pay dirt soon. Wrench also sent her a starter painting kit. Cool, Donna.
Nice, Donna. Why don't you call in? Do it live right now. We'll
Yeah.
talk. We'll talk you through any part where you have a question.
Oh yeah.
Ram, what's up, brother?
Hello, Remy.
Be
Yeah,
seeing
Donna,
you
just
pretty soon, man.
grab a pan and a catch pan and some water, and we'll help you
Walk you
out.
through.
You'll be a pro.
You don't have to put your face on the camera. Just point it at the pan like I got going on here.
Yep.
Taz says the wife prospects for gold, and him and his son prospect for semi-precious rocks. Cool.
Miller,
See, Miller's on your side there, PA, trying to help you out.
Donna, don't do what Miller just said. He's joking.
Actually, you'd better off sending it to Zach. He was the original one that started that.
And I also offer free return shipping, asterisk if required.
They'll get rid of all the stuff that fake gold for you too.
Yep. We certainly wouldn't ship you back any fake gold. That's not the way we work. Oh, Tomcat, is that going to be your first pay dirt,
That's
Tomcat?
there. Was that the last of the bigs there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Some nice gold in those bigs. Plus eighth anyway.
Yeah, there's none by Remy. None at all.
What, gold?
Yeah. I got another bucket over here of stuff I got to do a video on that'll be coming out shortly that I got from Remy from his trip up to Alaska.
Well, wasn't he just down there hanging out with you for a few days or something?
He was here for about a month and a half and then headed back home to take care of a few things. We'll be meeting up again. I just have to get things straightened out on my end first.
Yeah. Well, Culver's got all the gold in the country, I heard.
I want my gold back. Yeah.
He
It'll come.
was Culver dropped the video today. He's got one more bag of
Oh no, it's sold out.
well,
It was sold out. I saw a short on it. He said he had one bag left, and I got there. There were only 4 people commented, and one of them was Culver saying it's short. It's sold out. So there were people who saw that video and didn't even waste time commenting. They went over and tried to buy that bag.
a body bag. Pirate up in here.
Miller, I don't know if Culver could afford another promotion from your channel. Everybody you ever promote, they have a flurry sales week, and I've heard every one of them complaining like I've run out of gold. Curly Bill's getting the sports started.
I can agree with that one, Miller. I need to get out and dig some more dirt.
Yeah, I ain't been out since July, man.
Oh, Maddie.
Hey, Maddie.
It'll do that fast, Culver.
Hi, Maddie.
Hopefully you can enlist your family to do some of that while you're working your regular job, and it take the pain out of it.
Yeah, they're not into prospect as much as me.
No, Culver was talking just the selling's a full-time job, I think. Hello, Dirt.
Dirt double checked and hello.
Dirt Devil, what's up? Wrench was working on that bottle of bourbon last night. He must be hung overboard.
I saw he was live while I was doing Charlie's stream, and by the time Charlie's was done, he was gone. So I don't know. He was probably after hours. No, he wasn't even after hours. I went on StreamYard to check. Was he pretty
How you doing?
pretty fulfilled?
Well, he did a pop-up live around 10 our
Yeah.
time last night. And then Can Do went live, first time in a while. So we all jumped over there.
Oh,
And
that's where I missed it.
he was probably with them guys all night. So I went to bed about 11 o'clock.
Later, freaking.
Tried jumping up on the live there, and I was sitting in the back room for like 15 minutes. I said, I'm going to bed.
On Candu's?
Yeah, because if not, I would have started drinking. And
That's never good. Hello, gentlemen.
GP,
Gentleman prospector, hello.
fine black sand.
Nice, Brad. Mama Bird in the house.
Hey, Mama Bird. I will definitely be sure to run all this through the sluice.
How are them sluices going? You still selling any of those?
Nobody's calling for him.
What sluices?
PA
I
makes
was making,
sluices.
I was making sluices.
Any size you want, as long as you can fit it in some kind of a shipping container.
Oh, I bought cardboard to make boxes.
Oh yeah, of course.
I just bought sheets of cardboard.
We need to talk John into making a bigger one. His is only 13 feet. He needs to go 20 at least.
Yeah, that black sand and that finer stuff is pretty thick.
That stuff ain't moving either. PA is going to be there for a minute.
Yeah, no, this
Yep.
stuff is pan out. But once you start like tapping and actually getting the gold to move a little bit, it actually makes it easier.
Yeah. I'm just looking at it, looking at the trails in his pan. That stuff is not moving in the desired amounts.
No, it's difficult to pan. It's definitely not for the beginner
Huh.
panner. I will
John
say
says
that.
he heard that on Zaxxon. It's a good idea though. We can try and create the world's longest gold sluice with John R. Prospect, and that'll put him on the map.
Do-do-do-do-do.
It's just a dog, Donna. Mary's giving us all fair warning that she'll be back. All right, Mary.
Thanks, man.
Taz, you're welcome to speak freely. Mary has left the room for a minute, and you can retract all comments in about a minute if you'd like.
I will say, PA, that stuff, that finer stuff, you're gonna want to go through it a few times to make sure you get everything out of it.
Yep.
It goes from like
Honestly.
really easy to pan to like super fly poops in there as well.
I see it. There was
Is any
actually some in the bigs too.
is that stuff magnetic or no?
I don't know.
The black sand, yes, it's magnetic. No,
Oh, there you
nothing
go.
is taken out of those black sands. I leave everything in, so it's all authentic. So if you had gone through it with a magnet when it was dry, you would have been able to pull out magnetics. I'm doing right, 403. If you want to know more, get a hold of me like after the live stream, and I'll fill you in. But I'm
What's up,
currently
Chance?
in an area that's going to be my new workshop. So
Wesley, what's going on, brother?
Everybody's got different times, Maddie. Some people are new, some people are old pros. Most of the people on YouTube that you see putting out videos are between 2 and 5 years panning, just because it's not
I'm
very many people are old seasoned hands that have been panning for 20 years. You've been panning what, 4 or 5 PA?
I got two and a half.
2.5?
yeah,
Yeah.
I've got about 5 years under my belt.
Yeah.
Came right in, right almost three. It came right in February. It'll be three. I came right in after at the beginning of 22.
Yeah, I'm ballpark of 5 or 6, but I don't pan nearly as much as most people here. So you'll get
403.
variety, but
And
a lot of people are 2 to 5.
like I said before in the stream, the best way that I know of practicing like panning skills and things like that, like what PA is doing right now, pick up a pay dirt bag that has a guaranteed amount of gold in it. So you know exactly how much is supposed to be there, and then pan that back, clean up the gold, and try and weigh it. If it doesn't match that guaranteed amount, then pan it again until you get that guaranteed that's in there. And then that's a good base to start, because once you can start collecting gold to that guaranteed amount, it doesn't matter what amount of gold you're going to have out there. If you're
Gonna
panning
find
gold
it.
material, you're going to find it.
Brad Welch has been doing it since he was 6 years old, man.
Well, and he says he's got 54 years of experience, so that means Brad Welch is about 60.
I believe 62.
403 just got his dream claim. Nice. So that means that
Yeah, that works.
403's house is up for free camping, and he'll take us all to the gold claim a couple times a day.
Nice.
All you got to do is be able to cross the Canada border, which excludes like half of us, but
Yeah, no, I can't. Not
I
legally.
probably can't. I would have to check and proceed with caution while eating my Wheaties that day so that I could try and make it back across on my correct side.
Hey, I wonder if they really upped the border patrol along Canada's side from the U.S., because, like, as all the Mexicans are coming up, we're all going up. So I wonder if they upped their border patrol.
Canada's border crossing is different on the places where they know they're going to go. I've seen a few videos on it. You could definitely walk onto Canada, no problem. But
Oh yeah,
I mean, I've seen a lot of guys ride trains across into Canada. They predominantly don't want to because they said it's real bad if you get caught. But I've watched them ride freight trains straight through to Canada. Yeah, Prairie Prospect.
We're the only country that you don't get in trouble when you cross our border, dude.
I still want to know where they're getting all these benefits, because being an immigrant myself, I could really use those. I think my skin's the wrong color.
The vast majority of them don't get the benefits that the news will try to tell you they do.
Yeah, I know.
I live in
I
Southern California and own my own business. The number of calls that start with "Hola Español" are ridiculous, but these people ain't got the benefits that they're telling you they're getting.
Links pinned at the top for anybody who wants to come up.
Yeah, come up, join us, come hang out. You guys are about to
Who
see
did
some
we have up last weekend?
pile
PA,
of gold once PA's done.
PA, you freaking missed it. We had the guy who made the nano sluice on your channel last week.
Yeah, what the hell was his name? I saw him in there.
Yeah, after you went to bed, I forget the name. It'll come to me in a minute. But
He sent me an email. Matter of fact.
Yeah, you went to bed and we started bringing new people up on your channel.
Felipe, what's going on, brother? Search of gold.
Yeah, toothpick mining.
That's it, toothpick.
Yeah, that was his first live too. First time he's called in.
He created the nano sluice. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and he's working on revisions of it and all that good stuff. But he said he created the nano. Hello, Gold Eagle.
There he is, right there. Speaking of devil, boom, he pops up.
Damn
What's
workers.
up, Toothpick?
What's up, Toothpick? See, you always got to wonder. There's about half of the people in chat as there are that are usually watching the show. Not a
Oh,
lot. I usually chat if I'm there, but every now and then I'll turn on somebody's show. That's usually when I do videos and I'll sit here and do paperwork. But sometimes it's live.
yeah, I just ordered a 6x16 second generation micro mat from Prospector's Dream.
Nice.
I hear it picks up a lot more gold.
Hello, Crash.
I mean, I would still like to see you guys that are actually out there in the creeks. Nobody compares the Dream mats or micro mats or V mats, and nobody compares anything to the old Miner's Moss. And I've heard different people talk about it, and they say the Miner's Moss is the best. It's just ridiculous to try and clean or harder. But when you
I
look
think I
at
can do that next time I go out.
when you look at all the bigger gold miners, you know, the people catching ounces and the big miners, like none of us will ever be. They're
Yeah, they
all
use
using
miner's
Miner's
moss and
Moss or some derivative thereof.
yeah, they use
So,
miner's moss, carpet, and expanded metal. That's all they use.
yeah, so maybe the capture rate's that much better, or, and this is a possibility too, maybe you lose 2% of your capture rate, but you can run it 10 times longer without having to clean it out. I don't know. You know, it would be a good comparison, and it would be a good addition to the gold community to have somebody do the difference between the old school stuff and the new stuff. You know, maybe you can run a Dream mat for 20 minutes, but you can run a Miner's Moss for 3 hours before it's too plugged up.
All right, I'll do it when I go to Vermont.
Yeah, run a test on it, not only for capture, but on the plug up. You know, run a Dream mat till it's plugged up, not catching anymore. You don't think it's going to, and do the same with Miner's Moss, because you know it's the age old adage: want more gold, dig more dirt. If you can run 5 times as much dirt through the Miner's Moss with nearly an identical catch rate, that would be the way to go. It seems to me.
Yeah, but see, like I know Miller just said there too that like you can't use plastic or rubber matting because they run through so much material and degrades too fast and becomes too expensive. And then
Yeah.
Brad said too, it also depends on the quality of gold in the dirt too.
Yeah, gentleman prospector saying Miner Moss loads up faster than the Dream mat, but they
It
do
holds
use
on to
this mat
black
for the
sand.
slip tail. Yeah, there's a lot of factors on it, including the area you're running it out of. But I never see people do those videos. Everybody's always talking about the latest, greatest, you know, corkscrew V mat with LED underglow backlighting and your name personalized on the top. But how's it compared to the stuff the old timers used?
I'll run through. I'll do Go Hog Mat. I'll do the Miner's Moss, and I'll do the Dream Mat.
Yeah, and you could actually probably you could make it all into one condensed video if you wanted, but you could probably do a 2 or 3 part video or one longer video with a conclusion video at the end, like Doug Odette used to do.
Yeah.
Where you'd run all 3 and then do a conclusion video, something like that. I don't know. It'd just be a test that I don't see everybody done. And although I'm sure people have done it, you don't see people do it often. So that's just a natural progression: is do something that's not coming up in our feeds.
Prairie Prospecting. What's up, brother? Space Miner. What's going on, man? Good to see you.
Perry Prospecting says unpacked moss cleans easy.
Unbacked.
Unbacked, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
when I
that's
watch
what I have.
shows, they just flip them over backwards and like.
But that's typically
Oh.
why you use the miner's moss with carpet. Oh, you use the unbacked miner's moss with the carpet matting underneath, because if anything does penetrate all the way through the moss, the carpet holds it.
Yeah, I got a deep V matting, so I'll use that under it.
That
Yeah.
works too.
It's a good test. Nobody's put it out in a while. Make for good video.
Down at Thermal City in the Trommels, they use shag carpeting
Exactly.
and the
Shag
ripples. That's
carpeting with
it.
an insulating box.
Shag
Exactly.
carpet with the riffles, you know?
Yeah, and I mean the whole conclusion of this could be maybe the dream mats and stuff catch 1% more gold, or maybe they even run a little longer. But does your start out prospector or your heavy volume prospector really need to invest more money in their mats than they're catching into gold, or can they use much cheaper stuff that lasts longer? Because everybody's about buying the latest greatest new tools. A lot of your channels that built and make their own aren't posting quite as
He
much,
is
but they give out
getting
great information.
5 gram jar from AU guys.
Oh, well, Rob, what's up, man?
Hobo Rob says they
Yo,
used to use sheepskin as a
yo,
mat.
I bought a 5 gram jar off of Charlie over here, and we're panning it out. See what we got in there. I've been finding gold in every single pan so far.
Back in just a second.
Yeah, all that gold that he's panning out right now is everything I dug last year from Nugget Lake. I personally pulled all that gold right out of the ground. I still have like 2 grams left over of that, and then that's actually from when I went down with Grease Monkey in for the birthday bash that he had down there at Cottonwood. Then I also have some other gold left over from like chunkier nuggets from like uh Thomas 907. I got a 1 gram nugget in there. I got a 1 gram nugget, and from what was that Carson Prospecting's one jar that he had sent out to me, and a few others, but I kind of want to hold on to those ones. Hobo Rob, hello.
Get out this weekend, Rob? Gentleman prospector, he's going to be heading out to No Tell him next week, I think. Definitely going to have to run this through the sluice.
That's true, gentleman prospector. Like the area that I'm finding this material, it's all glacial. It's from like multiple different glacial events that have gone over that area. And the reason why it's collecting in that zone is because it's on the edge of a crater from a meteor impact, and it's just act like a big old bowl and just collected everything in that area. There's multiple different clay layers that you dig through, and each time you can see different events. There's like forest fires and stuff that have gone through that area, and each one's made its own different clay layer, different colored layer, and it's a lot of cool material once you start getting down deeper and you start finding a lot bigger, chunkier pieces about 5, 6 feet deep in the creek.
Yeah, there's some super finds in there. I could see it.
Yeah, like I said, there's some super, super small stuff in there too.
Definitely going to have to run this through the cleanup sluice after I'm done.
Oh, definitely.
keep this separate from everything else. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's also like few areas uh, where like meteor impact sites actually, because the heat pressures and everything like that. There's actually gold mines like over in Russia and a few other
Oh yeah,
places that are right on top of a meteor
the
impact
crater.
because
Yep,
the way the soil had the right like mineral deposits to make gold. They just needed the heat and pressure to kick it off, and with the impact, it would create that zone. So there's like rich layers where you would have like gold, platinum, and silver deposits.
yep. What actually happens is it breaks the crust apart so violently that the superheated magma is immediately exposed. And
Yeah,
up there, which was a cold area and a lot of water around that, it dumped right into there and blew the gold right out of it
yep,
from them from the meteor impacts, you know, and it just brings the material up from like 7 miles deep in the earth, you know.
yeah. It'll bring material up because the force and pressure of it actually penetrating the ground will cause
Yep.
things to come back up. That's why
And
you'll
then
get
once
like cone-shaped fractures on rocks that have been impacted in that area.
then once it explodes, once the water hits that superheated magma and it explodes, it blows it all over the place,
Yep.
brings it up.
Winter must be brutal for you guys. You've got way too much time to learn stuff.
Well, typically from like end of November to January, it's typically anywhere from like, 30s to like negative 20s around that time. So yeah, you got a lot of time sitting on the computer learning stuff and figuring out where you want to go and check out and poke around and look
Yeah,
at SGS reports.
when there's a negative in front of the number, that means humans aren't supposed to be there.
I just wanted to know where gold came from when I learned all this stuff in the last couple of years, you know.
Yep. I just got to a
Like,
point where I got tired of sitting on the couch and just watching everybody else dig for gold, and it's something I wanted to do, so I just did something.
Well, that's good.
I watched I watched that Kyle Theismann video. Said you can find gold in any creek in America. Just make a hand sucker, a hand dredge, and I did
Yep.
it and found one piece, dude, and I've been hooked ever since.
Hello, John Emmelman, Ironman.
Johnny, what's up, brother?
Hello.
Yeah, all of the hibernation months for you guys is when the desert Southwest gets to wake up. We hibernate during the summer.
Yeah. You guys walk outside down there, and it's like, why is it so spicy?
If I'm not getting paid, getting me outside between June and August is an unlikely possibility. I'm dead serious. I took photos of the largest thermometer in the world, the Baker thermometer. Me and my son were out working in it in 125 2 days in a row. It was so hot, the guy's car we were working on got heat sick. He was just leaning on the fender in the shade talking to us and got heat sick. Wasn't bad for us. We had shade. Later, Whipple.
See you, Remy.
Later, Remy.
GP says he's going through some California dirt tomorrow on his live.
I'll have to stop by and check it out.
That sounds like a fun time.
Well, I hope you're enjoying yourself, PA.
Not too bad. I'm interested in to see what I missed when I run it through the sluice.
No, I can already see it showing up there in
Yeah.
the top corner.
Later, 403. You're still doing the construction, right? Are you guys?
Yeah.
Same company, or you move around?
I'm working for myself at the moment.
Always best.
I also got a job interview tomorrow at 3 at the one bar down the road here for like kitchen staff stuff, and Tuesday for kitchen staff at the diner here in town.
I mean, you gotta work. I don't know what the market's like up there, but if you got the skills, hopefully you could keep that working for yourself going and build yourself out.
No, I am. It's just right now I need more cash coming in than I have available, and
It comes and goes.
back together before I can actually start picking up more construction jobs.
It comes and goes. I didn't make no money yesterday, and ain't made a dime today. Actually, I just got called back. I got to take a freaking Mini Cooper back apart. Pain in the ass. It comes and goes.
Yeah. Nice big old pile in there.
Right.
I was looking at the little tiny fines in the pile. You can see those fines in his black sand pile too.
Yeah. Like I said, it's definitely something that you're going to have to go through a few times to make sure you get everything out of it. That gold likes to move with that black sand.
Yeah, there's some super fine stuff that I can see.
What do you do with all your tailings, PA? You save them in a bucket, or you got a place in your yard that looks like a rainbow?
I save them in the bucket. My neighbor has we got a drainage problem in the back of our houses here. She put in like a rock bed, and I just chuck everything in there. She doesn't care.
It's actually good for the rock bed.
Just want to check this real quick. There's some pyrite in here too, so
Just a few pieces, I think. But that was coming out with that sandy layer with stuff like this in it, where you got like the crystal structure in the sand, like sandstone.
mm-hmm.
And for how small this rock is, it's really heavy.
GP says he's giving away 3 ounces of gold this year. And it ain't even the Halloween show yet. did you catch his teaser video of what the prize list is for the Halloween show?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, that's gonna be a handful to keep track of. I hope I can make that one.
Not too bad. Couple little micros in there.
You always got to let them go to grow a little bit.
Or catch them in the sluice.
Yeah. How much you still got left of all that dirt? Oh, jeez.
PA's gonna turn that into a two night episode.
Probably.
Let her go, Eagle.
And you guys can see, like, every pan so far, he's scooped a little bit of scoops in there, and he's finding good gold in every scoop.
I'm throwing 2 of these little scoops in.
I'm hoping I didn't grab the wrong bucket of dirt.
I think PA would say that was the right bucket.
Yeah, it was the right bucket. All right, Joe. See you, buddy. Thanks for stopping up, man. Old Eagle prospecting. Still would like to get together with him and go get some Herkimers.
Yeah, that would be a fun dig.
Every day with Joe would be a fun day. I don't think I've ever seen him mad. I couldn't tell you if I do or I don't, Wesley. If I did, it would be right about that. I don't think I do, though.
I've probably given about that much away over the 5 years I've been doing YouTube.
No clue what I've given away. It ain't been 3 ounces, though.
Between, like, giveaways and other things like that and actually selling dirt, yeah, probably close to about that.
I'm so
I've
bad
sold.
if I give away a prize that's getting drop shipped from someone. If I offer something for a prize somewhere, I contact somebody who's selling it and have them ship it. I've never mailed out a bag of dirt.
Really?
Nope. Hello, Brian.
Brian Phillips.
Yeah, if I offer a quarter-gram bag, half-gram bag, whatever, if I offer a prize from someone, then I text someone else and I'm like, ship that. Just because I don't want to get caught up in the got too busy to ship it or whatever that case is. Hello, Don. So anything I've ever given away has been drop shipped from something else.
Please, hello.
I know the feeling, Ben, for prospecting. For, like, that weekend I went out with John R. where I got a .47. We moved a total of 45 buckets of dirt, classified material, down to 3/16.
That's a love of the hobby.
Yep. Well, we usually have a system, like one or two guys would dig and classify, a couple guys would be feeding the sluice boxes and stuff like that, and then once it gets to a point where the sluices look like they're starting to not want to move material anymore, we'll take the sluice box, clean it completely out, and then set it back up. Keep running dirt. We won't even go through the tailings until we bring it all home and go through it. I mean, once we get so deep, we'll check to make sure that we're still on the gold. Like 1 or 2 cleanups here and there as we're going, but if we're on gold, we're on gold. We just might as well keep digging.
Yeah, everything out here would be dry washer, but same process. Move dirt, move dirt, move dirt, move dirt, test pan, move dirt, and then bring it home and see if you actually got anything because it's too hard to do without water.
I would absolutely love to learn how to run a dry washer.
It's no different.
It's
I've
pretty easy.
never I've seen videos on them run and how they work. I get the concept, but I would like to run one, just to run one.
The biggest thing on a dry washer, from what I've seen, other than your initial setup, learn your machine, and test to check if you're actually catching anything, is in the name of it. The dirt has to be dry. I've seen people run the same dirt through their dry washer 2 or 3 times just trying to dry the dirt so that the machine will do what it's supposed to do. Nice, Wesley. Glad I'm not coaching. I got a few seasons in. Don, technically you're in the chat of a treasure fam right now. Treasure fam is all of your people that are searching for treasures: metal detectors, magnet fishers, gold panners, relic hunters,
Rock
uh,
hounds.
rock hounds, all part of the treasure fam. To be honest with you, for the most part, not always, but for the most part, it's the least drama
Even
free
even
community on YouTube that I've seen.
you know, went out bottle digging with Badger Exploration and found two cobalts, a whole croc, and a bunch of other really cool artifacts and things. How you doing, Tom? Nice pans.
Those pans are good enough. We might get PA to stay up past his bedtime.
Right?
I mean, you can't really turn down a quarter gram per pan off two little scoops like that.
We got commission inspections going on at the hospital Monday,
You got
Tuesday, and Wednesday.
what
And
inspections?
they're called commission inspections. And what they're looking for is life safety and ICRA, infectious control requirements. So I got to be on point, man. Got to make sure my shit is safe so no patients get sick, you know?
Yeah.
At least it's not OSHA.
It's worse.
Is it worse than OSHA?
Yeah.
It's way worse.
You have to classify what level of work it is, then you have to classify the risk to the patient,
Oh,
and
is it
then
a
you got to,
functioning hospital?
yeah, it's functioning hospital.
Oh,
And,
no thanks.
and we're tearing apart a whole section of the 12th floor, like a whole corner of it, you know, of the building.
Yeah, so you gotta watch how much dust and stuff you put in the air, how much like hammer drilling, things like that you're doing, making sure that you're
Yeah.
using the proper like vacuum lines and stuff as you're doing it.
No noise, HEPA filtration systems, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I
HEPA
know.
vacuums, containment booths, It's pretty involved.
I don't do super good with rules. I wouldn't comply very well.
Well, until I took that course last week, I wasn't really. I mean, I was complying to a point, but there was a lot of things that I was missing, and I didn't know about it. So now I do, and I got to get on it like tomorrow, quick. Make sure
Yeah.
everything's right. They can come in Monday, they can come in Tuesday, or they can come in Wednesday. But I know they're doing them all week in the surrounding hospitals, so we got to be on top of that shit.
Are you in cahoots with all the other construction companies calling around? Hey, they're here today. Probably gonna get you tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Well, we're working in 3 or 4 buildings, so they come
Yeah,
in, I'll know about it. Or if
that's
they come in to me first, I'll let them know. They're coming.
getting texts from all you guys that are hiding outside. They're here.
It's
Oh, Brad. No,
just
Don.
about.
Treasure Fam. There's no actual logo for the Treasure Fam. It's just a loosely knit group of people with similar interests and hobbies, and lots of people fall into the group.
Oh yeah.
So there may actually be a channel called Treasure Fam that may possibly be trying to cash in on the name or whatever, but it's just a loosely knit group of generally decent people.
Nice, Taz.
Gentleman prospector said he had similar training in a hospital with infectious diseases. He was one of the instructors in Missouri.
Yeah, I'm on it. My site's clean. You gotta have sticky mats for like when you walk out the door to make sure there's no dust. You're not tracking dust anywhere, and dust can make sick people really sick. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
people like us that are in it all the time, we're used to it. Um, our immune systems are used to dealing with what comes in with the dust. But a sick person with a low immune system, they're not going to be able to do it, and it can kill them. You know what I mean? So it's basically making sure you keep it clean. I go out and mop the halls, to and from the job site every hour, change all the mats every hour. You know what I mean? Like it's involved. Change all the sticky mats.
Just so happens to be where you get to see all the nurses walk by too. I understand how it goes.
Hey, PA, I got a few things I got to take care of yet tonight. I'm probably gonna have to head out here, bud, but I'll check back in and see where you guys are at with the dirt and stuff as I
All right.
can. But thanks for having me
Uh,
up. Thanks for letting me come hang out. I really
Thanks for
hope
coming up.
you're fine, you know. And heavy pans, everybody.
Later, you
Heavy
guys.
pants, Al.
Later, guys.
Probably be going another hour or so.
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for having
See
me.
you, Joe. Thanks for the dare, brother. Nah, not yet, Taz. No COVID.
Yeah, they're giving warnings to certain places though. They were saying something about a resurgence in number of cases, but they
Of
had one
course.
case in town last week. They got 2 cases in town this week. The number of cases have doubled. Scare tactics.
It's election season.
Huh. I've noticed every small business in America has noticed that it's an election year.
Yeah.
Everybody in chats, apparently these people hoard a lot of ice cream because it seems like 2/3 of chat's eating some kind of ice cream or another.
I like them Oreo cook the Oreo ice cream sandwiches, but they really shoot my sugar up, man. I have one every once in a while.
Just like everything else, moderation. I mean, my sugar levels are hell anyway because of how much coffee I drink, but you can't People need to condition themselves that you can't sit down and eat a half a gallon of ice cream. And every year you get older, it gets even worse, just a little bit. Have a portion and call it good. Texas Donna says she's going to go torture herself watching a Cowboys versus Niners game.
I posted about the Eagles today. I said they're going to get torched, and they end up winning.
I wouldn't know. Zero time for sports. You can get as much out of that pan.
Get back up there. It's getting really, really fine now.
Nice, Taz.
See you, Donna. Yeah, they weren't looking too good in the beginning, GP. They ain't scored a point in the first quarter all year. And once they get to be playing these better teams, it's not going to be good enough. So they were looking really bad in the first and second quarters. And I put a post up. I said, the Eagles are getting torched today. And they ended up winning, man, like 37-14 or something, or 17 or something. They smoked them in this. Like halfway through the second quarter, they started playing. And then they just kept pouring it on all the way through the fourth quarter, man. You can't expect to not play for almost a half of the game and expect to win every week. You know, they did that through 6 games last year, and then ended up with 10 wins to start the season. And yeah, they weren't that good.
Nice, Taz. I was going down the freeway the other day. I actually saw one of the nuclear waste containment vessels or whatever on a semi. You know where they're transferring them down the freeway. I was kind of glad to see that stuff moving around again.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't lying. It's like a damn microphone. Look at all that black sand, Zach.
Aw, you broke it out, you cheater. Just put all that in your next pan so you can get rid of it quick. You know, Don, I get what you're saying, but seeing as how your Facebook or your YouTube page was made today, I don't really think it's kosher to throw anybody's names out there as possible scammers, because obviously we know every single one of those. But your account was literally made today, so I'd just leave that out of it. And if you're a real person, then just hang out and collect with it. But if you start bad mouthing people, no matter our feelings on them, we would have to ask you to leave or make you leave. Your YouTube page was literally created today, so we have no clue who you are. Unless you want to come back under your other account. Sorry, Pia.
Charlie wasn't lying. There's a lot of metal sand in here.
I wouldn't even put that stuff anywhere near that pan of pay dirt. I would put it straight in that pan right there. Pan through it, make sure you didn't pick up too much, and then accidentally spill it in the trash. Or save it for some paydirts you want to send out. But that's a lot of magnetics. Uh-oh, Culver smelled that GP was bragging about his team, so here comes the Niners talk. No, toothpick, it's not like that. It's not kosher to throw other people's names around no matter how any particular channel feels about them, especially not when you made your YouTube profile a day ago. I'm not mad at the guy, just it's not kosher. Oh man, now I feel like stoking on the football rivalry. Wesley's laughing at the Niners. No, don't do that, Zach. You don't even watch.
Well, the Niners are hurt, aren't they?
No clue.
I ain't seen no Christian McCaffrey, which the Eagles should have drafted because he was there. Dumbasses.
Well,
They
don't
got
they have?
Saquon now.
I know one of the professional sports has a cap on how much you can, how much the teams are allowed to pay their players. Is that football or is that just basketball? I think it was basketball. You're allowed, like, If you have a basketball team, you're only allowed to pay players, all your players combined, like 100 million. And the reason they did that is that way rich people couldn't buy all the good players, and
Right.
poorer
Yeah,
teams would.
you have what they call a salary cap on the team.
Yeah. Does football do that too?
Yep. All of them do it now.
Yeah. I think they're all paid way too much, but of course, Wesley, that's what it's all about. Have fun. Just curious. I know nothing of the rules of foosball.
All Jack knows about foosball is it's the devil. All right, now let's try painting some of this stuff.
And who's trash?
Red and gold. Till I'm dead and cold.
Culver says his grandpa kicked him out of the house when the 49ers beat the Broncos. Hello, Wildcat.
Cat, what's up?
Call in, Cat.
Glad to see you.
Links at the top of the page. Don't even have to turn your camera on.
Anybody's more than welcome to call in. A Washington fan. Nobody's like Washington since like 1983.
Hey, give her credit for supporting them.
Right.
I mean, the reality is, if you hang on long enough and you become like the only fan, they should send you some special perks or something, right?
Nah, they don't give you nothing.
They ain't giving up nothing.
Nah, nothing. They're actually going to raise your ticket price.
Probably. Holy crap! Have you seen what some of those tickets go for now?
Yeah.
Like $1,000 for nosebleed seats.
I got we use this company to give us supplies for the ICRA stuff, the infectious control stuff. I said,
Yeah.
"You like the flyers?" I'm like, "Damn right, I like the flyers." He's like, "Well, I got some tickets for you." I said, "Hold on, let me call my boss, make sure it's okay."
Oh well, aren't you a team player? Did your boss make you give them to him?
Well, no, we just got to make sure it's not a conflict. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Conflict of interest.
It sure would be a shame if you dropped him while he was walking out the door. Silly me.
I think
Are
it's
you?
all right. The other guys said that they were able to take them, so
If you're not
I'll
in, if
find
you're
out
not
Monday.
if you're not in the actual purchasing, it shouldn't matter. If you're just the schmuck signing the invoice and the stuff is actually ordered by your company, then it shouldn't matter. If they're delivering stuff that wasn't pre-ordered and you're just signing, accepting it, and your company takes the hit and they figure out you got some tickets out of it, you'll be gone.
Well, I've been there, got my 60-day review, and they said I'm doing great. So that's something anyway.
Nice. They can't fire you easy.
A couple of the guys, a couple of the other supers told me that I do the PM's work for them, and I'm like, that's just what I've been doing my whole life. That's how I do it, bro. I don't want somebody else control my job. I want you to give me a schedule, and then I make it happen. And I do my own outlooks for the subs. I hold my own subcontractor meetings every week and stuff like that. And I just want to do some super shit.
Well, that's your
And
job
if
as the organization.
right, and if they were doing it for them before, that's okay on them. You know what I mean? I'd rather do it myself. This way, I got control. Even though it's an illusion.
Yeah. As long as you don't put the bumper stickers on your car cover, you'll probably be all right. That's the funny thing about the Raiders. Everybody's so loyal to the Raiders as being their team, but the Raiders themselves haven't been loyal to any particular fan base ever. L.A. Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Now they're what? Vegas Raiders.
Yep.
They're looking for a loyal clientele base, but they're seriously gypsies who move whoever's got the nicest field every 10 years. I think everybody just likes them because of their logo and their colors, black and gray. But it's funny to watch their business moves.
Yeah, I used to be a diehard Eagles fans, and when Jeffrey Lurie, filmmaker from L.A., came in and bought the team, you know what I mean? They were talking about moving the team to L.A., moving the team to L.A. I'm like, don't you move my team? Now I don't care.
Does LA even have a team anymore?
I think the Rams are still out there.
Do they still play games?
I think so.
Haven't won anything in so long. Who would know, right?
What about the full colors?
Let's see what we got in the snuffer.
Oh yeah, Culver, it's got to be bad.
Chargers and Rams live in the same stadium. That's crazy.
Back in just a second.
About halfway through this dirt. That's a nice smile. Cool. Kermit, what's up, my brother? Look at that. Holy crap. James is getting a nice gift from Mrs. Donkey. Link's pinned at the top, guys, if anybody wants to come up. John Wrench said he's not going to make it up. His stomach's been killing him since 3 o'clock. Hope you get better, brother. That's really nice of Mrs. Donkey. Mrs. Ann. Like saying that. That's just half of it. We still got another half to go.
How's your snuffer bottle looking?
Looks good, brother.
Nice. Well, that's nice of her, Aqua.
There goes
No,
that.
no, you can tell from a mile away, man. That stuff's all bad. All bad. Definitely needs testing.
I got to send it to you.
Definitely. I mean, I don't want to ruin your hopes or dreams or anything, but I'm pretty sure that's going to become more driveway covering. Hello, Esther.
Vester, what's going on, brother? Oh man, my Flyers are getting lit up. That's the only thing I care about anymore.
Your what?
Flyers 4-1. They're getting killed.
Oh, your football game?
No, the hockey game. I didn't even. I turned the football game off for like 5 minutes and turned it off. I don't really care about it anymore.
Only reason I even catch the Super Bowl highlights is just to mess with people.
Kermit, what's going on, brother? Hope all's well. Hope all's well. 25 awesome people came to check out the live. That's cool.
Hello, Coomridge.
Nice live there yesterday, Kermit. Very cool, man. Just
I didn't
all
catch
good
that.
here. Guests just went home on a train. Nice. Yeah, Zach, did you see it? They had the train. You got to wave and stop the train. They pick you up out there.
I've seen shows that showed that, but I've never seen somebody in real.
Yeah, that's how Kermit gets around up there in Alaska, man. They're out in the middle of nowhere. They got to wave the train down as it's coming by. Yo, what they call
Yeah,
it, a flag train? Yeah,
shortwave radios and all that, and the train brings you lumber and dumps it off of the side on the track, and you gotta drag it up. Yeah, I saw that.
yeah.
I saw that show.
Kermit went from 50 to 60 people in the lives to over 400, and he's got like 40,000 followers.
Nice. Did you promote that one? Oh, I was gonna ask you, PA. I noticed you're up to like 5,000 subscribers. How did you do that?
Hmm.
Did you
But
promote, or
that's
was that through your political posts?
uh, the politics and that stupid bird video, baking pancakes.
Ain't that the dumbest crap? The stupidest video you can imagine is the one that
I
pays.
I figured I would lose them all, and they stayed. So
No, they don't. If that was off of a short, they don't stay because they already watched the video.
right,
It's a beautiful thing.
yeah, yeah. Nope. Like Kermit said, no promotion. We just hit the algorithm just at the right time,
Nice.
and then all of a sudden, I'm able to, like, I wasn't able to ping comments and stuff like that. So I think my spanking is up from YouTube.
You think it's bad on yours, then you should see what they do to the Second Amendment channels. It's nuts.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's yeah, they did good. I saw Rob Minardo on one of his shows. He picked up this cap gun that looked pretty real. It looked really good, and it was
Hmm.
just a cap gun. And he was playing on that thing for like 2 minutes. Before some of us were commenting, we're like, dude, quit that. And then he showed it was a cap gun or whatever, and it's like no problem. But I've seen the channel I hang out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This dude brushed the sight on an AK-47. We never even saw it on YouTube, and they shut him down. So he's got some handler that's watching it live for him to just get a quarter inch too close uh,
Wow.
to
That's
touch him
Jiminy,
with.
right?
and they end it in the delay. In the amount of time there's the delay between him streaming it and us seeing it, they ended it. None of us even saw it happen.
Wow. They're fascist, dude.
At the end of the day, it's their platform, it's their rules, but it's bullshit. You know,
Right.
but you know just as well as anybody else, no other platform works as well as this big Google money YouTube one, and they just got rules that we don't agree with. But it is a
John,
it is a private business, and you can't hate on them for it. Later,
right.
John.
Johnny, thanks for stopping up, brother. Appreciate it, man. We're here every Sunday. Wen sent me a text, said his stomach's bothering him. He's not going to be up tonight.
All right. Wrench has a
So I'm
disposition.
probably, what's that?
Wrench has a disposition against water. I've been harassing him about drinking water. I hate water. I'll drink Gatorade. He says, I'm not drinking water.
I actually bought a water distiller. I take a half gallon of water to work with me every day. Drink it.
The problem with distilled water is you pull out some of the nutrients in water that makes water good for you. Distilled's not as bad as purified, but you pull out some of the nutrients in water that makes it as good for you. Supposedly, spring water is the best you can get, but the company's definition to be able to sell it as spring water, because it's like Arrowhead spring water out here, they actually have a bottling plant in the middle of LA because LA's municipal water is derived from spring or some garbage like that. It's stupid.
Yeah, my uncle used to work for Deer Park, and he said it's just filled with water.
Yeah. So you have to be cautious on the purifieds, because it's like if you drink reverse osmosis water, there's no nutrient in it for you. It's water, but natural water does have nutrients in it that your body needs. So when you're drinking reverse osmosis water or something like that, it's not giving you what you need for drinking water.
Right.
You know, what you'd like is a light carbon filter or something like that. We drink trash water, so it doesn't matter. So,
What is it? Trash water?
we drink trash water, yeah.
What's that?
City water.
Oh.
I'm in the desert. All the water is really, really hard.
Yeah, I was watching this video. This guy took tap water, right? Put it in 2 eco glasses. Put chlorine test into one, and it turned yellow, right? Stuck his finger in the other for like 10 seconds and did this, and then put the chlorine test in that one, and it was clear. So your body absorbs that chlorine immediately, like as soon as you touch it. You know,
Well,
it's really not good for you.
there's a big thing. Most of America adds fluoride to their water.
Yep.
Washington, I believe, or Oregon, I think it was Washington, one of the major cities did away with the fluoride. And the whole reason the government, it's private companies, but the whole reason that fluoride is added is because it's good for your teeth. All right. So this city took the fluoride out of the water, and within a quote unquote short period of time, 5-10 years or whatever, the nation or the population's teeth problems went up exponentially to where they have horrible teeth. But most of America's waters have fluoride infused in them.
Yep.
Our tap water, we actually found probably close to 10 years ago. There used to be a company out here that made rocket motors. There was some kind of a rocket propulsion laboratory out here or whatever, a very small company. This dude went out of business. He took all his supplies home and buried them 10 feet deep in his yard. All these jet propellants. It was perchlorates is what contaminated our water, because one of our city's draw sources for the water was right there. So ultimately, the barrels and stuff they were in developed a leak, and our city's water supply got with perchlorates. And EPA came in because that's a big deal, and they're like, hey, weird. where did perchlorates that only really come from rocket fuel come from? And they looked up the company, and they found him, and they went to the backyard, and he's long since passed, and his widow lives there, and he
They
buried
get out
all
the
the
barrels. Wow.
he buried all the barrels in the backyard, and they had to go clean that up.
Wow.
Probably toothpick, but that's the thing, the fluoride in the water. Although you may think it has positive effects, it may have negative effects as well. But on the greater whole of the population, it did a number on the people's teeth, taking it out of the water. Chemical free though.
Yeah, they dump that water into the water supply. They wear hazmat suits when they do it. When they dump
But
that fluoride in the water.
because
They put because
in
it's
the
concentrated.
yeah, in the concentrate, it says, you guys have all watched the movie Aaron Brockovich, right?
Yep.
For most of you, that's 15 miles from me. The Hinkley,
Chromium.
California. Chromium 6.
Chromium 6. It's not the good chromium.
Yeah, well, it was basically a rust inhibitor for their towers, and they contaminated the area. So they gave people a lot of checks, and then the lawsuits continued, and they wound up having to buy out 99% of this property around that's contaminated. They put in millions, if not billions, of dollars of remediation stuff, and basically they pump this stuff back up to the ground, add some chemicals, let it soak back in naturally to go back to the ground reservoir. They estimate it'll take 100 years to get that water clean, but they also estimate if they did nothing, it would take 100 years for the underground aquifers to clean themselves out. Well, what are we spending millions of dollars on? But anyway, the state of California, they changed the background levels of chromium 6 that are allowed in the water, because there was no thing before. All they could prove was that this was chromium 6, and it was added by Pacific Gas and Electric. They changed the background levels of what was allowable in the water, and many other cities in California had higher chromium 6 than the actual Hinkley did. As soon as California put that law into effect, if they hadn't already bought your property, they were not going to.
Wow.
Because it was higher than what their contamination level actually was. Because Riverside, California has higher background chromium 6 than Hinkley does. Kind of nuts. Hello, AU Diver.
Greg, what's up, brother?
Coomerage got his birthday package from GP.
Yeah, I panned that out last week. The one I got.
Investor filters
Thank you,
his
sir.
order. They could, Taz. No, Coomerage, they don't yet. Coming soon, I'm sure. Stupid Prop 65. Can't order anything to the state that hasn't been reviewed by the state and determined to possibly contain cancer-causing ingredients.
Just breathing the air causes cancer anymore.
Yes.
But now we can beat it. Kill it dead.
Nice, Torchy.
They're actually building a building. The job that I'm doing is to move one practice from one building to another, and they're going to tear that building down and build a laser cancer center. That the lasers just burn the cancer right out of you. No chemo, no nothing. You go in for the laser treatment, and you're better. So we'll see how that works out.
My whole thing, and obviously I'm too stupid to understand this. Nearly every hospital in a metropolitan area is continuously undergoing construction to make itself better or whatever. Wouldn't it be easier if we just closed one, built one up to date, shut down another one, built that one up to date? If we just completely closed the hospital, got rid of all the inspection types that you're talking about here, you can't tell me they couldn't work faster if the building was emptied. and the whole building's getting a reno instead of just particular wings.
Right. Yeah, but
It's
they're moving different practices in, you know what I mean? And they want a different layout. Like you may take a practice that's all exam rooms and put procedure rooms in them, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Or take one that's procedure rooms and turn it into exam rooms, you know, and offices. Or you might have one that's just offices. So every new every new tenant that leases a space wants to have it built out to their preferred way of wanting it, you know. So that's why
yeah.
they do that. I mean, as long as you contain it, you're all right. You know what I mean? You contain it, and then you clean it, and you clean it, and you clean it, and you clean it, and you suck up all the dust that's on the floor, and you keep it clean. And that's all you got to do. Just don't track the dust anywhere outside of your work area. And
Oh
that's what
well,
it's all about.
yeah. It just seems very time prohibitive.
Yeah, it can be expensive. Like there's what they call an infection specialist an infectious control specialist in the hospital. And you come in with your contractors, you come in with your general contractor, you come in with the infection, and you come in with the design team, and you all talk about how you want to keep this safe. You know what I mean? And then they come up with a plan. You implement the plan. They inspect the measures that you put in place, and then you have to maintain them like every week. You know what I mean? And there's paperwork that show you how to do that. So, and as long as you're keeping everything clean and you're keeping the space sealed up, you don't have nothing to worry about. And it's expensive, and they're willing to pay the money. So that's the thing, you know. As long as they're willing to pay the money, because some things could cost you $3,000 to $5,000 to start, then something could end up costing you $50,000. You know, just make sure you don't get any breaches, and they're willing to pay the money, so we'll do it.
Yeah, it's all right. What is
In the
Comer's
chat.
building?
Well, yeah, what's he building? That's what I'm looking at.
I don't know. I see wood tools and stain.
And chisels and
I mean, when we're
his
getting into
wife.
wood tools, we're getting into things that take some time and effort.
Seems like his wife bought him something for his birthday,
Yeah,
and he's got to put it together.
I don't know.
Well, guys,
That sounds like a little bit more than an IKEA kit to me.
yeah, huh. It's almost 9:30, so I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up.
Later, everybody. It
Zach,
was a good chat.
I appreciate you coming up, Zach. Thanks everybody for coming in, but I gotta get to bed.
See you, everybody. We'll see you
All
guys
right,
around. Later,
I'll see
folks.
you all next week. PA Patriot and Zach out
Later, guys.
later.